birds have stopped. Good morning, everyone. It is snowy. I'm so excited. Here on a hike in Laurie State Park, it just snowed yesterday evening, so I'm really excited to get out here. You can see bits of snow. What you can't see on the ground is that it's really slushy. I am nervous that it might be a little icy in some spots, especially the spots that don't usually get a ton of sun. So my favorite sound are these. I love winter hiking. It is my absolute favorite, and putting these on my shoes makes me so happy because I know it's winter hiking season. That bird was being so noisy. I think he's calmed down now. But anyway, we're gonna get these on the shoes. For those who haven't seen last year, these are called micro spikes. They basically go on, you can imagine a shoe inside of here. They basically go onto your shoe, and the little spikes help to give you a bit more traction when you are hiking, especially in snow and ice. So gonna get these on and we're gonna get on the trail because I'm so excited for winter. I also brought a pair of gloves, which I think I'm gonna put on, and then I have my camera. So I think we're all set to go. I'm trying to find, where are my keys? They're back here somewhere. Okay, let's go. Okay. It's currently starting to sleet, I think. And over here, I don't know if you can see that well, but my car is parked in here, and this was definitely not here when we started. So a bit of weather coming in. I think it's actually coming from the east, which is interesting. But we're gonna push on. If it gets too gross, we'll just sit under a tree for a bit. So I don't know which way that storm is going. I feel like it's coming this way because it looks like it's just moving over there, and now it's pretty clear back here where it was dark before. So hopefully it's going far, far away and we can continue on. Look at these views. I am the only one on the trail. It's so nice and relaxing. Look at all the snow-covered trees. Oh, maybe I was wrong about that storm. Dang. It's looking very gray again. Does this look kind of like a cowboy boot to everyone? Or maybe like Santa's boot? You see like the top, the boot part comes in, the toes and the heel. Interesting, I almost walked right on top of it. And I didn't make that. Well, that concludes our little hike. We came out here. This was our end point where Arthur's Rock. I guess I could take this off. Oh, where Arthur's Rock was. And we did Mill Creek to start off with down there. So good hike, very slushy. Did not need the spikes, but I was glad I had them just for my own, you know, like mental kind of thing. Okie dokie. Now, I think what I want to do is go and get a coffee because I need caffeine. When I was walking back, there was a park ranger just like sitting right behind me, and Colorado's pretty cool actually. When you register your car, you can pay, I think it's like $30 a year to basically have a state park pass where you can get free access to any of the state parks for $30 a year. For how many state parks there are here, how close they are to me personally, it's a no-brainer. But all you need to do is kind of drive into the park, go do whatever you're going to do, and the park rangers can kind of scan your license plate, or they can look up your license plate and see that you have this pass. Otherwise, you just have to stop at the visitor center at the entrance to the park and pay the park fee, which I think it varies depending on what kind of vehicle you're driving. Like a motorcycle is cheaper than a car, that kind of thing. But yeah, it's a really nice feature for anyone living in the state, and I'm pretty sure the money goes back to the parks just like the daily park fees would. So it feels good to to do that. So anyway, okay, let's go. I need coffee. Good morning, everyone. It is a new day. I didn't talk to you much yesterday after the hike just because I was just doing things at home. But right now we are about to go on the bike. I don't have a mount for my camera or my phone or anything just yet. They're a little expensive, so we are saving up. So you won't actually get to see me riding. But I did want to show you the bike because I don't think I've formally introduced her to you or told you anything about her. So I have my helmet with me, my gloves as well. I want to get a different pair of gloves that have the carbon fiber kind of knuckles area, but they haven't come in yet. So these are what we're working with. These are also what I used in my MSF class. I have an old backpack. It basically has my license, registration, a bottle of water. It also has my I don't know what you want to call this, amenities kit, kind of, with a phone charger, tampons, all that good stuff. And my keys, my garage opener, all that is in here. I would like to as well, I feel like you don't realize when you get your motorcycle license or get a motorcycle how many little things you tack on, but I would like to get a hard shell backpack. One, I feel a little bit more protected if I am to fall and slide on my back. But then two, I really like the idea of a hard shell because I almost think I want to put like reflective tape on it, you know, almost like what I think they sell it at places like Home Depot and stuff, and just basically put it all over the backpack so that I am more highly visible, especially during the nighttime. With it being winter and getting dark, I think right now the sun is supposed to set at like 4:30. I obviously want to still be able to ride and practice, so we'll see. But that's another thing, just add it to the list. Let's go outside. Let me show you the bike, introduce you to her, and then let's get on this dang thing. All right, so here she is. To tell you a little bit about my bike, I took my MSF course on a Harley Street 500, which, I mean, this is based on internet reviews. What people say is fairly comparable. It's a Honda Rebel 500, and the Harley was just way too heavy for me. I maneuvered it fine enough to pass the course, but I am not gonna lie to you, I wasn't like terribly confident or comfortable on it. So when I was shopping for a bike, I spoke to a few dealers and I was like, look, here's what I rode on, here's what I tested on, this is how I felt. I think it's the weight. I think the weight was way too much for what I could handle. I mean, I'm 5'3", I'm like 140 pounds. It was just a little bit too much for me. So this, when I test drove it, I don't know how else to describe it other than to say, like, my confidence was just there. I felt good on the bike. I felt confident on the bike. It might have also been a little bit of adrenaline and just being so excited, but I just felt good. So that was really what helped me with my decision. Plus, Honda are so reliable, and it was within my price point, which was another fantastic item. She's a 2004 with 2 whole miles on her. And also, I really love that the maintenance isn't too crazy. Parts are readily available. There's a good bit that I can kind of DIY, but then I also got a few services through the dealership. So I'm so excited. So we are going to go out. I'm gonna go for a little drive. So I'm gonna get her started up. It's been, like I said, a few weeks since she's been started. So I'm gonna give her a minute to warm up and just, you know, be her happy little self. And then we will get going. Hi everyone. It's about, let's see, I talked to you at 9. It's about like 3.5 hours later. Ride was so good. I ended up, when I first started my ride, I was just kind of going around and getting a feel for the bike because it was the first time I'd ridden her. And it was so cold. My hands started to hurt. So I naturally pulled into a Target parking lot. And I went into Target for a little bit, got a coffee, and bought some like snow gloves basically that I was thinking if it didn't warm up and I had to get home, I would have put them over top of my motorcycle gloves. But luckily it warmed up. I ended up driving 74 miles on the bike, and we went to a garden center in Fort Collins, came back home, was just kind of like taking the back roads. I did find a lot of our speed limits in Colorado are like 65 plus, which I guess isn't unusual, but coming from Maryland where your speed limit is usually like 55 max, it's a bit of a change. And on the bike, I was just like a little bit hesitant to fully get up to speed. I would say I was one of those people who drove like 5 miles under, but I'm gonna get there. And this was the first of hundreds, thousands, millions of rides. So I know it's going to happen. I'm not going to be too hard on myself, but I am just so dang proud, you know, like I did this, I'm pushing my comfort zone. I'm getting to learn a new skill. It's super fun while I'm at it. And I'm just having such a good time. And the weather right now, I mean, it's in the like mid 50s. Perfection. It got a little bit chilly this morning. It was in the low 40s, and I don't think I'll be riding in the low 40s anytime soon again. But the 50s I can do. And like I said, I need to get like a proper textile jacket and some new gloves. I've even seen gloves that are like have hand warmers in them. They're like electric kind of. I thought that would be pretty darn nifty. My legs got a little cold, so I'm gonna need some either a second layer of pants or a layer under, maybe like fleece lined something. I don't know. We'll see. If anyone out there watching this also rides motorcycles, please let me know what you do in the winter. Obviously in Colorado, it can get, last year we had the lowest, I think, was like -20, -30. I will not be riding in those temperatures. However, when we're in like the 40s and the 50s, which is honestly a lot of our winter time, what do you wear? What do you use? What layers do you have? What do you not like? What do you find to be safe, but also helpful for the cold? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to rest and relax for the rest of the day because I actually have, like I said, a volunteer, like a end of year party for my volunteer group. So I'm gonna just relax before that. I have like an hour 15 before I need to get skedaddling. And I probably will take my car just because it, like, with the sun setting and it being cold and me being a new rider, I figured it would be better if I just took my car. So we're gonna do that. So I will catch up with you in a few. Gonna go take a little nappy nap. Okay, I'm gonna go get a snack. I will talk to you shortly.